Alrighty guys, just Sunstrider here. Welcome to part 3 of Sunstrider's Guide to Coyote's Mechwarrior 5 mission pack. Today we're jumping into some Recon, and we're in for quite the change of pace. Not only because we just did Attack and Defend, which is the hardest mission in the pack, but also, even though Recon is similar to a raid mission where you activate multiple nav points across the map, you're not actually paid to fight anything, you're just there to scout the locations. But of course, there are still enemies present at the base, as well as the scripted patrols, because it'd be kind of boring if the map was just empty. There are also special sentry units that have separate chances to spawn at each base, or patrolling around the map outside of the bases. You'll have a few seconds to destroy them before they call for backup. There's also a hidden optional objective on the map that will reward you with damaged mechs or mid to high tier equipment. More on that later. Also, the mission is timed, so a mix of fast and durable mechs is required, and I probably should have led with that one, to be honest. You know, it's a timed mission, that's kind of important information. And lastly, pirates have a small chance to invade the Recon area, which will of course both engage you and your enemies that are present on the map. You'll get a audio and visual warning if they show up as well, of course. So when it comes to actually playing the Recon mission, depending on the difficulty in Mission C, there will be around 2 to 6 Recon points you need to activate. You'll receive audio updates as you complete each objective, and when evac becomes available. The sentries mentioned before can call for backup. You'll receive audio and visual warnings should one activate, and a countdown to kill them. The possible reinforcements are as follows. Leopard reinforcements. One Lance carrying Prince's Champion's AI will drop via dropship and attempt to overwhelm you. A VTOL swarm will attempt to surround you. And that's only the warrior helicopter variants. You won't get like Igors in there or something. And the last and most scariest one is that a hostile Union dropship will deploy a hostile mech lance and harass you with its turrets. That's the scary one. You don't want that one to show up. And if it does, you gotta get the hell out of Dodge. So there are a few strategies on playing this mission. Well, before we do that, obviously, there's the optional objective. You guys probably want to hear about that first, huh? The optional objective mentioned before is a hidden base on the map. If you are able to capture a beachhead style, you will earn some loot after the mission. There are 2 types of facilities to capture, and the objective list will tell you what kind it is once you find it, and it will also tell you what you get. The first one is a mech repair facility. You receive a randomized damaged mech with a small chance of it being a hero variant. Weapons Depot, a small equipment/storage facility. You will receive randomized mid to high tier equipment with a small chance of it being a prototype sentry launcher. Now the sentry launcher is a interesting little utility equipment item, and it lets you deploy quad large pulse laser turrets that can, help defend a key location, or set up a kill zone and a choke point, something like that. And on top of the objective list telling you what kind of facility it is, it'll also tell you what you get. So you can kind of make that judgment call whether or not it's worth it or not, right? If you receive a randomized damaged mech, maybe it'll be worth it. If you only get a few double heat sinks, maybe, depending on your current situation. But of course, it is no easy task to capture the base. All enemies must be destroyed around it, and you won't get paid extra C-bills even if you are able to capture it. On the bright side, activating all the recon points stops the failure timer for the mission, giving you a chance to stick around for a bit longer if you want to attempt to find the base. And I guess the lower reason for that is, once your employer receives the recon data, they don't care anymore, right? They're not paying you to stick around and fight, so they're just gonna take the shit they need and leave, essentially, leaving you to your own devices. Now let's actually get to the strategies now that that's done. First one is the Nasar approach. This involves taking a single fast, light, or medium mech with a preferred speed of at least 100 kph to blitz throughout the nav points and evac with as little confrontation as possible. You're only risking 1 mech and 1 pilot, saving on the repair bill. Enemies have less aim against fast-moving targets. You do have to worry about VTOLs still, because they're the only units who can keep up with a fast mech. And they can also fly over obstacles, so, you know, they can just say, screw your cover and just yeet. He does outrun most of the reinforcements if a sentry activates, and it's the fastest way to secure the objective. However, you completely give up any chance of capturing the optional facility. It's not meant to be done with a single mech, much less a single light mech, unless you're, you know, it might be possible, I don't know. It'd be super tedious if it is. I don't think so. If a VTOL swarm is called on you, you're in a bit of trouble unless you got fast-firing arm-mounted weapons, because you do have to worry about VTOLs. Now, this isn't really a strategy, more so a warning. You know, like, you could bring a lance of heavy, hard-hitting mechs. It might be a little easier if you're using yet another mech lab, because you have the option of mounting more powerful engines. You know, your lance mech could take aggro, and you could capture the optional objective easier. But the time limit is specifically designed so that heavy and assault mechs may not be able to recon all the nav points in time. Right, slow mechs are easier for the reinforcements to swarm and overwhelm you, especially if you get the RD1. Did I mention the RD1? There's an RD1, by the way. And it's even highly discouraged by Coyote himself, right? It's supposed to add variety to your active hangar and force you to keep some lighter mechs around. I have been able to do it, but you really gotta min-max with yet another mech lab, and it's a very, I don't know if it's worth it, because you really gotta find the right equipment for it, and that's a lot of equipment you're gonna need to make it work, so I don't know if it's worth it. I can show you guys a successful Stiner Scout Lance, but it's really not recommended. What is recommended, though, is that you get a balanced Scout Lance, where you have one fast Lance and one fast mech and 3 tanky mechs. Since the timer stops once you activate all nav points, you can find the hidden base between activating nav points and have your lance hold position in the center of the cap zone. This gives you time to activate the rest of the nav points and get a head start on the cap time. Best balance between speed and firepower, best chance of capturing the optional objective. Prolonged fighting could lead to a nasty repair bill if you get unlucky. You need to pay attention to the battlefield and make judgment calls if/when reinforcements get called. Because like I said, if you get a Union dropship, you gotta get the fuck out of there, alright? That's like 4 pristine, fresh assault mechs that join the battle. It doesn't matter what difficulty you're on, it's always assault mechs. And of course, you're trusting the AI to fend off a large amount of enemy forces on their own, and we all know the AI can be mediocre at best. But that's pretty much it. It's a very it's definitely the quickest mission in the pack. Right? It's in and out, boom, 20-minute adventure. Not even. You son of a bitch, I'm in. But yeah, it's the quickest mission to do. Even if you do the secondary objective, it still doesn't take that long. So I suspect this video to be way shorter than the attack and defend one. Well, that's pretty much the gist of it. So we're going to be getting into some instant action to show you this mission in action. So, see you on the battlefield. Alrighty guys, starting it out small. We got a difficulty 14 Recon here. You know we gotta bring out the Rat-a-tat-a-tooey up in here. Hit this shit like it's a Disney movie. We got the Flea 19 with the machine guns. Freaking love this thing. It's my favorite light mech in the game. And we're just gonna blitz this motherfucker, alright? No time to waste. We got our employer wants some recon data. We're gonna give him some goddamn recon data. Tell ya what. We're gonna give him recon data so fast that something, I don't know. Let's just go. Let's just go recon this shit. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. Wow, 5 of them. 5 of the little bastards. Not a problem for the Rat-a-tat-a-tooey flea. Barely taller than a fucking turret in this goddamn thing. go. Mechwarrior 2 Betty telling us that we got some critical targets to inspect, and we gonna do exactly that. Ow. Have it. Have it. Goddamn scripted enemies to get good laser burns on you. Actually, I'm gonna get this one first. Get the double critical target inspected there. Ow. Fucking lucky shot. Here comes that scripted patrol. Hopefully it's not a VTOL patrol or else I'm in trouble. You don't have to get too close as you can tell. Out here. Okay, that's probably the base right there that we have to capture. No, it's not. Alright. And it's probably one of those giant unmarked things. Who cares? That's not why we're here. That helicopter didn't even aggro on us. Alright, as you can tell, it's still a little risky. You know, you're still in just a little light mech, so you can get unlucky with the AI hitting their shots, but for the most part, that's the quickest and most reliable way to guarantee the mission objective. Under 5 minutes, too. Damn. Alright, so that was difficulty 14. Let's keep it going, eh? Alright, difficulty 46 this time. We got the boys back in business here. I'm still rocking the Flea because we're going to be doing the balanced Scout Lance. We got a Grasshopper here with a bunch of ER medium lasers, double heat sinks, EW countermeasures, all that fun stuff. XL engine. Got the SRM catapult from last guide video back. And we also have a rack mech, a Racker mech, instead of a Jaeger mech, dual racks, because why not? So yeah, we are going to be blitzing the recon points and then assisting our guys back at the capture point thing. Hopefully we actually find it this time. And hopefully we don't get a nasty spawn. Alright, let's hit this shit like a Beyblade and let her rip. We got 3 points. The base is probably way in the back. We'll probably hit that up last because all 3 of these are in a line. We could probably make quick work of this. Right, hit that one, hit that one. I'm actually going to turn around. Turn around here. Try to get as little face time as I can with the enemies here. Critical target inspected. Alright, there goes the timer. We could proceed to dust off zone for extraction, but we won't. We don't do that here, not today. I'm gonna let my people catch up here, though, just in case there's a dude in here we need to kill. Come on, guys. Attain a random damage mech, as you can see. As you can see, it tells you what you're gonna get. Huh? Uh-oh. Ruh-roh! There's a dude over there. Oh shit, there's 2 sentries? Nasty. I don't think we're gonna be able to kill either one of these, to be honest. Yeah, that poor tank's having a bit of a rough time. Sent by target's mech. Alright, we got one of them, it looks like. God, I hope it's not a fucking Union. Alright, go ahead and get into the capture zone, guys. That's where we're needed. Enemies are in range, so it's just like Beachhead. Things have to be all killed and stuff before we can... Looks like we got a whole lance on top of us. That's not great. Oh god, we got the fucking Union. Son of a fuck nugget. Son of a fuck nugget. Yeah, no, we can't. We can't. That's not happening. Ah, no.
That was way too close. I'll meet you back at the extraction point.
Come on, little guy, you can make it. I should have checked the sky beforehand. I should have checked before. I should have, like, looked up into the sky. If this was an actual career mode, this is a colossal failure, but thankfully it's just instant action. But yeah, that's what I mean by you gotta make judgment calls, you know? So, sadly, we weren't able to get it because of the Union, but I think I'm gonna keep this in because it's a good showcasing that you're not gonna be able to win all of them, right? Gotta make judgment calls, and don't be like me. Actually check the sky before before you try to commit, because that did not end well. Like I said, if this was an actual career mode, that would have sucked. So, yeah. Oh, well, that's a shame. Still got one more I want to try, though, so I'll be right back with you, guys. Alright, so welcome to the Stiner Scout Lance. Obviously, it's not a true to nature Steiner Scantlines because it's not just for atlases, but you know it's heavy in assault mix, right? This is what you want to avoid when trying to play this play this mission tab here because yeah, it. I mean, we can give it the old college try. If you're very lucky and get the super small map size, then maybe it's possible. But still, I'm not too sure how viable bringing out all these assault mix is going to be. Only one? What? I've never seen one. Only a one recon before. Interesting. And it's difficulty 400? 400 what? Difficulty 100? Are you sure about that? Oh, well, I mean, it is the super small map, so... Mm. And I'm running 90 kph, so this is probably our best bet. Yeah, you really need to get lucky because you're not always going to get the super small map. I can tell it to give me a super small map. Which is why let it give me a super small map. Out of mild curiosity, this isn't the base, right? Pretty sure it's the one way in the back, yeah.
Target neutralized.
It normally activates pretty early on. That isn't the base either. Interesting. Ah, it's that. Obtain a random mech. Again.
Lance target received.
I'm not going to be able to get him in time, I don't think. Maybe? Maybe just barely? Yes! Got him! Haha! Get fucked. Alright. You guys chill there. I'm going for the actual objective.
I've requested position, Commander. I've arrived. Once you've found the targeted asset, move up to it.
Oh dear.
The recovery procedure.
Oh dear.
Critical target inspected.
Mm.
To dust off zone for extraction. Wrecked.
Guys, what are you doing? Stay in the zone.
Tango eliminated. Distress signal sent by target mech.
Ah, it's artillery. Voices are really low for some reason.
Tango down.
EC2 burst fire, fine piece of crap. Thankfully, it's pretty easy to disarm these guys. And, you know, just kill them outright. Ah, I lost an arm. almost got this. Alright. We obtained a random damaged mech. Obviously we won't see what it is because this isn't a proper career mode. But the proof of concept is there. I'm gonna need you guys to keep him busy. I'm gonna need you. As I stick my way over. And there you go. If you get really lucky with a super small map and only 1 or 2 nav points and you have a full lance of specialized XL builds that run super fast, then you could do it with a Stiner Scout Lance, but it's of course not recommended. Alright. Now, obviously, the balanced Scout Lance has its problems because you may end up getting bad RNG, but we got it, alright. Proof of concept, I guess. So yeah, that is it for Recon, really. 3 strategies, 3 missions played. There you go. Choose your fancy, I guess. But thank y'all for watching. Once again, if Coyote wants to add some details, he can, and I'll pin his comment below. And until then, I'll see you next time. See y'all next time, and I'm out. Peace.